it was Jesus' turn to read in the synagogue. And the scroll was given to him, and it was Isaiah, Old Testament. He unrolled the scroll and found the place where it was written. This is in Luke 4:18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim liberty to the captives and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty those who are oppressed, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. And he rolled up the scroll and gave it back to the attendant and sat down. And the eyes of all in the synagogue were fixed on him. And he began to say to them, "Today this scripture has been fulfilled in your hearing." That passage was placed in Isaiah because when Jesus came to earth, he was going to read that passage to them. So they witnessed that prophecy fulfilled. So in John 5:39, Jesus says that the Old Testament bears witness to him. In John 5:45, Jesus said that Moses wrote of him. In Luke 24:13, this is after he already died on the cross and he rose again. And he's talking to these guys that are on the road to Emmaus. He taught them things about himself using the Old Testament. Peter and Paul would use the Old Testament also to prove that Jesus is the Messiah, the Christ. This is what they preached and taught to everyone. If this is what was important and foundational to what we believe today, I think we should be focusing more time on this as well. Let's not just like, yeah, I believe Jesus is Christ, but we should also know, like, why do we believe what we believe? What I'm taking from this is, I want to know what Jesus taught those men about himself using the Old Testament.